What's good, everybody? I got my green hoodie on. Somebody told me, they said you be cooking when you wear that green hoodie. So I was like, you know what? Let's rock it. Let's rock it. Nah, nobody told me that. Honestly, it's just one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite hoodies, and it's just so comfortable. So shout out to Target, and I'm gonna keep wearing this hoodie. So yes, you've seen it in the other videos. It's just my favorite. Um, Real quick, this probably won't be a long video, but I did want to jump on because it is April 27th. And for me and my family, and for so many people, that is a special day because that is my mom's heavenly birthday. Um, she went on to be with the Lord May 1st, 2022. So we're in 2026, so a few years removed from that. But I did want to jump online and just a happy birthday to my mom, and it was important for me because I thought this would be something to share. And of course, like all these videos that I'm doing, I want to look back a year from now and be able to point, have tangible evidence of like, yes, I was there April 27th, 2026, or I was there December 5th, 2026. I want to be able to hold on to certain moments and really track it. So April 27th, it is my mom's birthday, and she was such a dynamic person, man. We miss her so much. Um, but one of the things I did want to talk about in this time period is kind of how I gear up for my mom's passing. And anybody who has lost their mom at a relatively young age, I was 30, I think I was 29 or 30 when she passed away. But anybody that's lost a parent at a relatively young age, you all know it's a hard thing because in our mind, we envision that they're going to be there for the graduations, the marriages, the kids, the first kids, all those things. You don't really anticipate. Well, I know I didn't. I didn't really anticipate her not being here. I don't anticipate my dad not being here forever, even though we know how things go. Um, it's still so surreal. It's so surreal. Um, I'm what you would call a chronic planner. I like to plan and I like to be ready for things. I don't really like too many surprises. So for me, the way I usually deal with my mom's passing and her birthday, and if you really think about it, her birthday, her passing, and Mother's Day, they're all in like a 3 week span. It's like it hits. So because I'm such a planner, for the last few years, I've just mentally gotten to a mode of just being prepared for the end of April, May 1st, and then Mother's Day, because it's always a tough season. And in the past, the way I would plan and prepare for myself, the best way I could say it is I would internally go into a dark place. And it would be the best way I would describe it is like a dark hallway. If you could just imagine a long dark hallway and a person is just walking through, um, that is the way I structured it. I remember last year around the end of April, I was telling my coworkers like, "Hey, I know you all are used to me being like bubbly and doing fun things and high energy, but as we start to transition into the end of April, going into May, it's going to be a little bit different for me." I was like, I thought I was doing everybody, I was doing a service to them by telling them, like, hey, my attitude, my energy is about to change, and I'm seemingly about to go into this place, this internal dark hallway that I'm about to walk through. And that is the way I would plan for it. I thought I was being nice by telling them what's happening. And then I would go through the season. That's really how I handled the last few years. And when you hear that, it's like, man, that's kind of dark. That's sad, and it is. It truly is. Um, so this year, a year later, April's creeping up. The birthday's been creeping up. You've been feeling it, and I was like, man, as I'm starting to get my bags and the emotions is nudging me towards that dark, long hallway, I was like, maybe I should do something different this year. Maybe I should try it a different way. This year for me has been exponential growth. I can't tell you how many ways I've grown. Old habits I'm starting to let go. The ways that I used to deal with people and how I used to, encounter certain situations. Um, I'm doing it differently. So this was no different. A couple a couple videos ago, I talked about evidence, and I talked about where does the evidence lead you if you followed it, and that's one of the principles I've been following. So when I thought about it, as I'm starting to get my proverbial bags to go down this dark hallway, I said, well, what's the evidence? If you go down this hallway, this dark hallway, what's going to happen? Like, how are you going to feel? What is that going to mean for you in your everyday life? All I have to do is think back to last year, and it was probably the darkest season of my life last year. Again, I'm telling my coworkers, hey, I'm going into this dark depression. I didn't say it like that, but I'm just telling them, hey, the energy's going to be a little bit off. Don't take anything personal. It's just things I'm working through. And so I go through this dark hallway, and it's just what it looks like is just constantly just mauling in what I did wrong, what I could have did differently, how it's not fair, how she's not here for this, how it's a lot of different things that we go through in that dark hallway. It's no perspective really. It's just a season of feeling sorry for yourself is the best way I would say it. You just are there, just walking as long as you can walk, and maybe that would be fine as if right after Mother's Day you come out of that dark hallway. But for me, that's not what happened. You go in for what you think is going to be a 3 week dark hallway walk, and you're just strolling, and then you look up, and by the time you're out of it, it's Christmas. So that means you almost spent the whole year in a dark place and you didn't even know it. You didn't even plan for that. It was just you was in a dark season, and maybe you got comfortable, maybe you felt sorry for yourself, and now that's where you are. The other part about it that I had to deal with last year was while you're taking this dark hallway stroll, you're making decisions from that place. I didn't say I stopped going to work, I stopped showing up in my relationships and friendships, I stopped being a son, a brother, all that stuff. I was there, I did all of those things, but internally, as I'm walking through this dark hallway, I am making decisions. I am saying things that I don't really mean. I'm going places I don't really want to go. So that's the thing. It's like physically I'm there. Emotionally, I'm feeling very, very down and very sad for myself. So that's kind of how it works. That's the coping mechanism of dealing with my mom. And really, again, it always turns out to be the dark period turns out to be so much longer than I imagined. So this year, as I'm gearing up, and April 27th was approaching, it was a couple different options. Maybe I can get busy with work. Um, Maybe you could try this 3 week dark hallway stroll, if that's what you want to do. But it was like, nah, because the evidence shows you that you're gonna probably be there longer than you expected. The evidence shows you you're gonna be making decisions that's gonna hurt you and people around you, people you love, through that dark season. So I decided I just want to do it differently. I just want to do it differently this year, where I want to again look back to the evidence in 2027, I'm sorry, and be like, you know what, 2026, you did it differently. And you got different results. You didn't go into that dark hallway place. You didn't dwell over all the things you lost and how it's not fair. You just honored your mom. And that's what I want this year to be. I really want to honor her. I know I'm on the right track with this, because if me and my mom fought about anything, the one thing that we constantly fought about was her telling me, she used to always say this phrase, don't let them see you sweat. Don't let them see you sweat. And that used to trigger me. So I'd be like, nah, I don't. I want them to see me sweat. And I'll probably do a video about being a chronic complainer, because complaining feels good sometimes if you really think about it. Sometimes it feels good, but it's not always good for you. So I'll do a video on that. But she would tell me, and in respect to that, like, don't let them see you sweat when you're out there complaining, when you're out there, you know, groaning about something you got to do, or when you just essentially just complaining that somebody's asking you to do something, or when you say that's not fair, you make that face, you're letting them see you sweat. Be cool. My mom was the coolest person ever. But her response would be, don't let them see you sweat. If they think you about to be down and out, go get you a fly outfit. Go get you some nice shoes. Go get you a haircut. Walk into this world, act like you ain't never been happier. And the conflict that we usually had there was, I don't want to go out being fake. If I feel some type of way, I want them to know about it. I want them to know what they did. I want them to feel it. And she never really did. She never dwelled in that. You knew when my mom was angry and stuff like that. But one thing, she never let people see her sweat. Even in those moments where I'll be like, I wonder how's she gonna navigate this one? She always navigated in a way that was just cool. Um, and if you could do that, if you could help it, I would say do it. But I think I'm on the right track here this year because I think my mom would say, I know you miss me. I know you think about me often, which I do. But I think she will also say, don't let them see you sweat. Get a haircut. Get a new sweater. Probably get a different color. She'll probably say get a black one. She'll say go out, like be nice to people, be kind to people, show up for your brothers, be there for your sister, be there for your niece, for your nieces, be there for your people. Like that's what she did when she was going through things, and I would expect she's asking me and asking all of us to do the same thing. So that's this year. I'm not gonna go down a dark hallway. I think I'm gonna be on a hill. I'm gonna shine that light and be like, yo, I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna be the person that you always called me to be that I thought was challenging, and that is not feeling sorry for myself. Now on the flip side, I know I was having this conversation with a person, and they was like, "So what do you mean you don't feel it?" And you don't feel the pain or the hurt of losing somebody so important to you. And I would say no, that's not it, because not even just the month of April. I would say through the whole year, I'll catch a moment and I'll break down and cry. Like for example, today I didn't cry today, but I have this candle lit and I've been listening to Anita Baker all day. It just reminds me of my mom. But yesterday, a picture pops up and I cry. Or a month ago, you hear another song and those emotions hit you. What I will say is, I think you should feel the emotions as they come. That's something I wasn't doing. I was suppressing, suppressing, suppressing. I don't got time, don't got time, don't turn the song off, get the photo out of here. And then I will prep. Again, I'm a planner. I will prep, I will plan for the end of April, going into the end of May, and that would be my time of grieving like clockwork. And it never really worked because all that suppression probably would have helped leading up to this moment. So at the start of 2026, I did a lot better job of feeling the emotions as they come. I didn't suppress it. I didn't block pictures. I actually looked at more pictures of my mom this year than I ever have. And when the emotions of tears came, I cried. And when the emotions of laughter and just thinking about things that she said that made me laugh, I laughed about it. So feeling it didn't make me feel like I need to set a time frame apart to go into this dark alley or to this dark hallway and just dwell for a long period of time. And I just know she wouldn't want me to do that at the same time. So that's how I would say. I'm not saying to run from your emotions, to hide from it. I'm saying to actually the opposite, feel it as they come. Um, but I don't think setting a desired time frame just to be dark and I don't know. It didn't work for me. Evidence shows me that it just made me more depressed. It made me think how life was unfair. And I just know for a fact that's not what she would want. She would want me to show my light. She would want me to shine my light. And I don't know if she would want me to do a video, but um, somehow I feel her saying like, I got you. That's one of the cool things, man. When my mom was here, it would always be one of those things where she would tap in and ask me what I'm doing. And you know how we are. We're short. Hey, yeah, everything's cool. It's good. It's good. It's whatever. You kind of fill her in on what she wants to be filled, what you think she wants to know. But she wants to know everything. But, you know, we're busy. We don't got time to answer all these questions. And then when she's no longer here, you start to reflect. I'm like, man, I wish I would have spent the time to answer those questions and tap in with her about this and do that. But I beat myself up over that for a long time about a lot of the conversations that I cut short or a lot of calls that I didn't answer. But what I'm realizing now is, although I can't hear her audibly, she's present in everything. She's probably loving it because all the things that I wouldn't tell her, all the details I would leave out while she was here, she's actually in every situation, every opportunity, everything, and she sees it firsthand. And I feel like she's been guiding me, telling me like, "Hey, you're veering off left, go right," or you know, go this way or don't go that way. And I've been feeling the wisdom of her. So yeah, I think she's having a good time following me and following all my siblings, and really just directing traffic like she's always done, and just being like super cool about it. She's just, man, that's the one thing. That's the one thing I miss, man. I miss so many different things, but the thing lately that I've been missing is just how she used to ride for us, man. There's some funny stories. She did not play about us, and that type of energy you can only get from a mom. So um, yeah, it's been a day. It's been a day, but and I went back and forth about this video, but I'm glad I'm doing it. It's looking like I'm gonna post it, but I do appreciate y'all tapping in. Everybody that reached out, man. I don't know if a lot of people know, but um, I just appreciate everybody that reached out, tapped in with me, and just been there. It's all love. Um, but yeah, we gonna rock out. Happy birthday to my mom. And when I see her again, we gonna celebrate. It's gonna be crazy. I already know it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, get out of that dark hallway, shine the light, feel the moments as they come. But don't just plan for your season of darkness, because that season is gonna be way longer than you anticipate, and it's gonna hurt way more people than you can imagine. So tap in with yourself periodically, feel the emotions, and that's all I got. That's all I got. New episode will be dropping tomorrow, so look out for that. But again, happy birthday, mom! Shout out to everybody that has been watching, and if you lost a loved one, man, I send my thoughts and prayers out to you. I know how hard it is, but we're always in it together. We're always in it together, and man, that's all I got for you right now. I appreciate you. Be easy.